1, 2, 3, audio testing. 1, 2, 3, audio testing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's class. Today is June 25th, June 25, 2021. Today, as I mentioned, we are going to begin a new unit. This unit is Unit 4, Excellent Choice. But I am only going to concentrate on two grammar aspects: expressions with do and make, and also expressions with the verb get. Okay, so these are two important and difficult verbs because if we translate it into Spanish, they basically mean the same: to do and to make. El verbo hacer. So how do I apply it? In what context does each one fit? So let's begin. I am going to explain this by YouTube videos and of course the Pearson explanation. Before I begin, a reminder that Unit 3, I have activated the quiz, all right? And that was basically the only thing missing from last week. Okay, so we still have the reading and writing. I believe you can do this individually, and the review quiz has been activated, all right? So try to work on this since it has been activated. All right, so Unit 3 quiz is now activated, as you can see here. Okay, and well, I will give you half of today's class to work on these activities, on the quiz and the reading. Okay. So today we have a lot to do, and as I promised, as I mentioned, today we have to begin with Unit 4, okay? We have to begin with Unit 4, so I will only go over these two grammar explanations: the verb do and make, and the verb get. So let's begin with do and make. Sorry, before I begin, let me welcome my dear students, Maria, who always watches the video afterwards. She has a special and unique situation. I believe she has a baby, so she has to take care of that matter. Welcome, Natalie. Welcome, Pavel. Mayra Choket just sent me a message that she might be late, but no big deal. Other than that, let's begin with this explanation. Can you hear me, Natalie and Pavel? Can you confirm with yes, I can? Can you confirm? Can you confirm if you can hear me?
Yes, mister.
All right. Thank you, Natalie.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So let's begin with do and make. Here is one expression that comes into my mind. Do you make a cake or do you do a cake? For example, I do a cake or I make a cake. Which one is the correct one, Natalie? Which one do you think is the correct one? To make a cake or to do a cake?
No se lee la pantalla, mister.
Yes, this is just a question. Just a question.
Okay.
Is
Repeat, please.
to make a cake or to do a cake?
To make.
To make, exactly, because you are going to make it with your hands. You're going to create it from the beginning, okay? What about homework? I do the homework or I make the homework? Natalie?
You make? I don't know.
Do you do your homework or do you make your homework? Which verb
Do
is,
you,
huh?
do you make?
So we use the verb do. In your case, you're going to say, I do my homework every day, okay? Using the verb do. You cannot use it with the verb make because you are not the teacher. You do not create in your mind, you do not create the task, the activities for the homework. Me as a teacher, if I say, I have to make the students' homework, that's possible, but I am the teacher. I make it from the beginning, okay? You, as a student, you do the homework, okay? So here, as you can see, expressions with do and make. So I have a YouTube video. We will go over it as well. So let's begin.
Hello. What are you going to do today? Do your homework? Make dinner? Do some shopping? Make some phone calls? These are expressions with do and make. Let's look at some more expressions with these two verbs.
Do and make are two verbs that frequently confuse students learning English. Today, we will learn about the difference between do and make and when to use each one. Here, we're talking about do and make as verbs or action words. So when do we use do? Do is used when talking about work, jobs, or tasks, including chores. Note, they do not produce any physical object. Have you done your homework? I should start doing the housework. I wouldn't like to do that job.
Okay, so let's concentrate on the verb do. I use it for expressions about work, jobs, or tasks. Here is a task, a homework is a task, is an activity, is a chore. Well, not a chore, chore is a quehacer, okay? Housework is a synonym for chore. So housework, trabajo de la casa, también se entiende como los quehaceres, okay? So these are the three contexts in which I can use the verb do, to work, for jobs, or for tasks, okay? Do the homework, do the housework, or do the chores, okay? Or to do a job, okay? To do a job.
Do is used when we refer to non-specific activities, which means activities in general without being specific. In these cases, we normally use words like thing, something, nothing, anything, everything, etc.
Okay, so as you can see here, we also use the verb do when we refer to non-specific activities, okay? So they can be a general activity. In fact, you can use the verb do with these words. For example, I am going to do something. Voy a hacer algo, okay? Do something. I am not going to do anything. I am not going to do anything. With this expression, this is a negative, so do not use two negatives, okay? So you can use, you have to do nothing. Tienes que hacer nada. You have to do nothing, all right? Do everything, haz todo, do everything in your homework, okay? So let's see if we have an example.
For example, hurry up, I've got things to do. Here, I don't specify the activity I have to do later. Don't just stand there, do something. Since we have the generic word something, we use do before it. Do something. Again, I'm not specifying the activity I want you to do. Is there anything I can do to help you? We sometimes use the verb do to replace a verb when the meaning is clear or obvious. This is more common in informal spoken English. For example, do I need to do my hair? In this case, it is clear or obvious that do refers to brushing my hair or combing my hair. Have you done the dishes yet? What does the verb done refer to here? In this case, it is obvious that it refers to washing the dishes. It is the same as saying, have you washed the dishes yet? I'll do the kitchen if you do the lawns. What does do mean in each of these cases? The first do most likely refers to cleaning the kitchen. The second do most likely refers to mowing the lawns. The cartoon shows a picture of someone mowing the lawns.
Okay, so as you can see here, the verb do can also replace other verbs, okay, when in context it is obvious. It is obvious. For example, do I need to do my hair? Okay, so in this case, the verb do replaces the verb to brush, cepillar o peinar, comb, or fix, arreglar. Si no quieres, if you do not want to be specific, then you can use the verb do, all right? Here, have you done the dishes yet? It replaces, what do you do with the dishes? Well, you wash the dishes, okay? So if you don't want to use wash, you can use the verb do. Of course, pay attention to the verbal tense. Here in the last sentence, I'll do the kitchen. In Spanish, it would not make any sense, right? I'll do the kitchen. It means I'll clean the kitchen, okay? And if you do another chore, another housework, for example, mow the yard or mow the lawns, okay? The lawns is a synonym for the yard, the garden, okay, outside of the house, okay? And mow, it's somehow a synonym for to cut, okay? So to cut the grass, in the garden and so on, okay? So let's continue.
Shows a picture of someone mowing the lawns. Remember, do can also be used as an auxiliary verb for making questions in the present tense. Do you like chocolate? For more about do used in this case, see our video about do versus does. In this video about do versus make, we're talking about do as a normal verb and not as an auxiliary. When do we use make? In general, make is for producing, constructing. In this video about do versus make, we're talking about...
So remember, in our last A4 course module last month, about 5 weeks, maybe 4 or 5 weeks, I introduced you to the verb do whenever we use it as an auxiliary verb for asking questions and also for neglecting or to come up with a negative statement I am sure that you understand this, and this should not be review. Well, review, yes, but not thoroughly taught, okay? But just remember, do you play baseball? Okay, we understand the specific job of do in this context, which is a question. And if I say, don't play baseball or do not play baseball, this is a negative statement, okay? What's important about today's lesson is the positive statement, okay? The positive statement is important because I just want you to know and understand the difference between do and make, all right? Not the positive, negative, and interrogative. But with that being said, no big deal, okay? Do and does, remember does for third person singular. Now let's continue.
When do we use make? In general, make is for producing, constructing, creating, or building something new. It is also used to indicate the origin of a product or the materials that are used.
Okay, so as an introduction, I gave an example of the cake. Remember a cake, a birthday cake. So if you are a chef, you are going to create, you're going to come up with this construction, with this item, food item, the cake. So this is a perfect example of when to use the verb make.
Used to make something. Wine is made from grapes. This is the same as saying wine is produced from grapes. The origin of wine is grapes. That is where it comes from. The clocks were made in Switzerland. Here, we're talking about the origin of the clocks, as in the country. So we use made in this case. His wedding ring is made of gold. The material used to create the ring is gold. It was constructed.
Okay, so in this case, the verb made, you know, when you have an item and you want to see its origin, where it was made, you go to the back of it and you can read the tag, okay? And it would say made in China, made in Thailand, okay? So this is the origin. Where was it made? The country, okay? Another example would be, what materials were used to make the item, to make the object, okay? For example, wine is made from grapes, okay? So we use grapes to make wine. Okay, in this case, the word made replaces a verb produce. Wine is produced from grapes. Okay, so you can say either one or the other. All right, so let's continue.
Or created out of gold. We also use make for producing an action or reaction. Onions make your eyes water. Here, water is a verb. Yes, cutting onions produces this reaction. You make me happy. Yes, it is true. You create this wonderful feeling in me. Don't eat that. It will make you sick. They're probably talking about my cooking here. Okay,
so another context in which I can use the verb make is used for producing an action or a reaction. Okay, so for example, if you chop onions, the onion will make you cry. Okay, You can use make for well, we can change this expression with a person. For example, my boyfriend or my girlfriend made me cry. Me hizo llorar, okay? So yes, for a reaction, okay? Or my brother makes me happy when he visits me. He makes me happy, all right? Don't eat that. It will, or it'll, remember it'll, something that we studied 2 days ago. It'll make you sick. Te hará enfermo o te enfermará o sí te enfermará. ¿Qué te enfermará? Eso que te vas a comer, okay? It'll make you sick, okay? Action and reaction.
Don't eat it. It will cause a terrible reaction. You use make before certain nouns about plans and decisions. You make arrangements, make plans, and make decisions. For example, he has made arrangements to finish work early. They're making plans for the weekend. You need to make a decision right now.
Okay, so plans and decisions. For example, if you go to a restaurant with your friend and you take way too long, and your friend becomes, I don't know, anxious because you are not ordering your food, then he can come up with the following expressions. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. It's basically make a decision, okay? Make a decision, make up your mind. This is an example that English native speakers use to basically let the person know to hurry up, All right, so make a decision, make up your mind. Which one do you want or what do you want? All right, so they are making plans for the weekend. Good, understandable, not difficult. He has made arrangements to finish work early. Okay, so to make arrangements, to make plans, and to make decisions. Good. Arrangements, arreglos, planes y decisiones.
You need to make a decision right now. We use make with nouns about speaking and certain sounds. She made a nice comment about my dress. The baby is asleep, so don't make any noise. Don't make a promise you cannot keep.
Okay, so eventually the word or the verb make is used a lot more than the verb do. Okay, so this topic is not as difficult as we thought in the beginning of the class, because remember, make and do means the same in Spanish, hacer. But the one that is used the most is this one, to make. All right, so here we have, we can use the verb make with nouns about speaking and certain sounds. Okay, so for example, she made a nice comment. Hacer un comentario lindo, utilizamos el verbo make. Number 2, the baby is asleep, so he's sleeping. So don't make any noise. Make noise, correct. Do noise, incorrect. You make noise from the beginning, okay? So there is a process in the beginning in which you create it. So that's why we use the verb make. Don't make a promise, okay? Don't make a promise. Do a promise? No. Make a promise? Yes.
We use make with food, drink, and meals. I must go now. I have to make dinner. Make is used with meals. You make breakfast, you make lunch, and you make dinner. She made a cup of tea. Tea is a drink, and we make a drink, so we make a cup of tea. I think I will make a sandwich. If you put different ingredients between 2 slices of bread or 2 pieces of bread, then you are making a sandwich.
Okay, so in general, when we talk about food, drinks, and meals, you have to use the verb make because you are creating from the beginning. Here on the second sentence, she made a cup of tea. It means that she heated the water, then she applied some special aromatic herbs, and eventually she poured the tea in the cup. So there is a lot of there is a thorough process to make a cup of tea. All right, so from the beginning, basically. All right, so food, drinks, and meals. Remember, meals is a specific food. For example, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Those are the meals, all right? Let's continue.
Make can mean to force someone to do something. My mother made me go to bed early. I was forced to go to bed early by my mother. The teacher made us write an essay. They made us wait for 3 hours. Let's compare 3 hours.
Make me do it. It's an English expression, okay? Make me do it. It's an English expression which will help you become a good English speaker. For example, in Spanish, we have the expression oblígame. Some students who do not know how to use the verb make will basically come up with obligate me, and that doesn't exist in English, okay? The correct translation for this phrase would be make me do it, oblígame a hacerlo, make me, okay? So as you can see, we can use the verb make for actions that are force, okay? Force, okay? Here, my mother made me go to the bed early. Me hizo ir a acostarme temprano. The teacher made us write an essay. El maestro hizo que escribiéramos un ensayo. They made us wait for 3 hours. Nos hicieron esperar. Okay? It wasn't optional. It was an obligation, or they forced them. Okay? So take that in mind. Take that in mind. Considérenlo. Considérenlo. Considerar esto que acabamos de aprender.
Let's compare do and make with this simple dialogue. You have to make a cake for Simon. I will do it later. Why is make used in the first part? We use make when we're talking about food, drink, or meals. Also, you can think of it as the person is creating or building a cake. Now notice how the verb do is used in the response. This is because the meaning is clear, and to avoid saying, I'll make it later, which would sound repetitive. The following expressions are common collocations with the verb do. Collocations are combinations of words that frequently appear together. Pause the video if you need more time to read them all.
So remember, collocations are basically combinations of words that frequently appear together, okay? So do nothing, do research, do something, do the dishes, do the gardening, do the housework, do the ironing. Remember Iron Man? Iron Man is made out of iron. What is iron? It's a metal, okay? But in this case, iron is also what we call in Spanish plancha. So as a verb, ironing, planchando, simplemente do the ironing, plancha. Y esto es una orden, ultimatum. Remember? What is the linguistic aspect of an ultimatum? Let's see if I can remember. Imperative. Okay, this is an imperative is an ultimatum. Okay. So on the second column, do the laundry. Laundry is lavar la ropa. Do the laundry. Lava la ropa. Lava tu ropa. Okay, laundry. Do the rest. Haz el resto, lo que queda. Do the right thing. The right thing. La cosa correcta. Haz lo correcto. Do the shopping. Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping. Do the shopping. Ir de compras a hacer las compras. Muy diferente. Hacer. Do, hacer. Do the washing. Do the washing. Washing specifically for dishes. Dishes. Do the wrong thing. Okay. Right and wrong. Do well. Hazlo bien. Do well. Hacer bien. Do well. Do work. Do your best. Hazlo mejor. Do your best. Do your hair. Comb or fix your hair. Do your homework. Do your job. Haz tu trabajo. Do your nails. Hacer tus uñas. Ir al pedicure. No sé, arreglarte las uñas. Do your work. Hacer tu trabajo. Good.
Make.
Okay, so here we have expressions, collocations with make. Make a bed. Hacer la cama. No. ¿Qué creen que significa make a bed or make your bed? Sorry, aquí dice con la T. ¿Dónde está la cama? Bed. Bueno, como no está, también es una opción. Make your bed es tender tu cama con la D al final, pero aquí me equivoqué, es con la letra T, por lo tanto es bet, hacer una apuesta, bet, ¿ok? I bet, apuesto que sí, apuesto, I bet. Make a cake, make a call, make a change, make a choice, make a comment, make a complaint, hacer una queja, utilizando make. Make a confession, make a confession, make a connection, okay? A connection among two friends or one enterprise to another. Make a cup of coffee, a cup of coffee. Make a date, make a decision, make a demand, make a difference. Haz la diferencia, hacer la diferencia. Make a discovery, hacer un descubrimiento, desde luego, lo trabajaste desde principio a fin. Make a discovery, make a face, hacer caras. Make a fool of yourself, make a fool of yourself. Ridicularizarte en público, make a fool of yourself. Okay, so when somebody made a mistake and they continue making the same mistake, and it is obvious that the person is wrong, then you can say, don't make a fool out of yourself. Don't make a fool out of yourself. Continue with the following video explanation about the verb get. Y esto sería lo último que vamos a hacer el día de hoy, el verbo get. De acuerdo a Google, el verbo get significa 45 diferentes traducciones. Así que, ¿cómo sé cuando significa algo, etcétera? I have a TikTok video. We will go over it, and after that, I also have a YouTube video, and then that would be all right? So by the way, the TikTok video was shared on the WhatsApp group. You have it already. Okay, so let me find it. And I hope that the Zoom platform does not It's giving me trouble. It's really slow. The Zoom platform is slow, so I am crossing my fingers. That way it will or it won't, ya que aprendimos el futuro de will, en negativo sería won't. I hope it won't log me off. Espero que no me saque.
Última vez que estudias el verbo to get en tu vida. 1. Entender. No lo entiendo. I don't get it. 2. Llegar. Llegaré a casa a las 7. I'll get home at 7. 3. Recibir. Lo recibiré mañana. I'll get it tomorrow. 4. Conseguir. ¿Me puedes conseguir un libro? Can you get me a book? 5.
Coger algo que está fuera de tu alcance. Ve a coger eso. Go get that. 6 y último, todos los verbos que en español van con se. Casarse, to get married. Cansarse, to get tired. Última vez que estudias el verbo to get en tu vida. 1. Entender. No lo entiendo. I don't get it. 2. Llegar. Llegaré a casa a las 7. I'll get home at 7. 3. Recibir. Lo recibiré mañana. I'll get it tomorrow. 4. Conseguir. ¿Me puedes conseguir un libro? Can you get me a book? 5. Coger algo que está fuera de tu alcance. Ve a coger eso. Go get that. 6 y último, todos los verbos que en español van con se. Casarse, to get married. Cansarse, to get tired. Enfadarse, to get angry. Y así. ¡Súper truco!
Okay, but there is more to learn about this verb, okay, the verb get. So let's watch this video. This is a 3-minute video, so I will explain whenever I think it's needed, all right? So let's get it. This is an expression, all right? Let's get it.
With get. Get is a great word in English. It is used in so many various ways. Structure, meaning, example. Get plus adjective or comparative. Become, show a change of state. Get angry. Mr. Davis never gets angry at work. Get rich.
Okay, so this is This is one of the explanations that we saw on the TikTok, specifically the last one, enojarse, los verbos que terminan con se, enojarse, casarse, etc. In this case, Mr. Davis never gets angry at work. El señor Davis nunca se enoja, así que cambié el se antes del sujeto porque es un reflexivo, reflexive. ¿En dónde cae el adjetivo? ¿En dónde cae el sentimiento, la acción? Sobre uno, ¿ok? Me caso, me enojo, ¿ok? So let's continue.
They want to get rich as quickly as possible. Get plus a place. Reach or arrive at a place. Get home.
Ok, en mi pantalla del celular yo sigo en el color morado, pero en mi computadora, que es donde estoy transmitiendo la clase, ya estoy en un color verde. No sé, voy a compartir la pantalla una vez más. All right, vamos a ver, ¿me puedes confirmar, Pavel y Natalie, si ustedes en su pantalla ya aparece un color verde, el color verde?
Sí,
¿Sí, ya aparece, Pavel?
sí, aparece.
Sí.
Muy bien, pues en el mío no sé si qué pase, pero bueno, vamos a continuar. Aquí, cuando hablamos de get y un lugar, pues es simplemente llegar a ese lugar, to reach, alcanzar, ¿ok? Voy a mover, ya hasta me da miedo mover la tabla del menú de Zoom porque no sé si se congele o no. Y es que no se ve, está justo donde está el ejemplo. Ok, vamos a continuar. Get home, llegar a casa.
What time did you get home last night? Get there. We'll never get there if he doesn't speed up.
There, llegar ahí.
Get plus direct object for noun. Receive, buy, or obtain. Get an email. She got an email from Jamie last week. Get a job. He has to get a job after college.
Okay, so in this case, get an email or get a job es conseguir algo, okay? Get an email. Get an email. Get a job. He has to get a job after college. Remember, no sé si ya he practicado con ustedes la diferencia entre I have to and I got to, que es lo mismo, tener que hacer algo, ¿ok? Así que esto es lo que significa. He has to get a job. Él tiene que conseguirse un trabajo. Get an email. No alcanzo a leer bien el ejemplo, pero she gets an email significa que ella obtiene o le mandan un email, no sé si sea tan frecuente. Vamos a ver, voy a otra vez compartir la pantalla. Creo que se congeló. It's frozen, it's frozen.
Get plus past participle. Things that we do to ourselves.
No da la pantalla. Está
Get
congelado.
involved. He got involved in a silly problem. Get lost.
Muy bien, pues tengo una captura de pantalla, la voy a compartir para que ustedes lo puedan analizar. La verdad que vimos, yo creo que alcanzamos a ver 2 colores o hasta el verde son 3, en sí son 4 colores y el último explica el verbo get con o junto un verbo en pasado participio. Por ejemplo, things that we do to ourselves son cosas que hacemos para nosotros mismos. Por ejemplo, get involved o get lost, involucrarse o perderse. Tengo un ejemplo con get involved. Cuando uno se involucra, tengo una oración, por ejemplo, he got involved in a silly problem. Estuvo involucrado, se involucró, otro reflexivo. Get lost, we always get lost in London. Siempre nos perdemos en Londres. Okay, to get lost, good. So I will share this video, don't worry, voy a compartir este video. So now let me go to the Pearson. Okay, can you confirm if you can see the Pearson platform on your screen? ¿Pueden ver la plataforma de Pearson en su pantalla?
No.
¿No? Muy bien. Pues don't worry, no se preocupen, yo ya terminé con la clase. I am done with the class. I just wanted to remind you about today's class. Today I went over Unit 4. So Unit 4 has been started. Ya comenzamos con la Unidad 4. And today we went over these verbs, to do, to make, and to get. All right, the rest of the class is for you to concentrate on the quiz, Unit 3 quiz, and the other activities that you have not finished. With that being said, I am now officially concluding today's class. Nevertheless, let's answer today's poll. Today is an ordinary quote. Es una encuesta común. Con 3 preguntas. So please answer it and then feel free to work on your quiz. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please let me know. I am always available on WhatsApp. Thank you very much, my dear students. I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. Cuando alguien te dice have a great weekend, se responde de la misma forma. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend too. Oh, suena como un trabalenguas. Con que digan you too, también es una buena forma de despedirse. You too, teacher. Usted también, maestro. So, have a great weekend, my dear students.
You too, mister. Bye.
Bye.
You too,
Bye.
mister. Bye.
Thank you, Pavel. Bye.